Hi, my name is Micah, and welcome to today's Trainer Talk. This week we're going to talk about the domino effect. And what is the domino effect? Well, the domino effect is, picture this. Your alarm goes off at 6 a.m. in the morning, you reach over, you slap it to shut it off. So you wake up a little later than you're supposed to. Instead, because you're rushing now, you go to grab breakfast that you normally wouldn't have had. Then at lunch, you, instead of eating what you know that you should have as a healthy side salad with your sandwich, you reach for chips instead. Then you go to the gym later after work. And then the weights feel just a little heavier today because you feel maybe a little tired because your nutrition may not have been as sound as it's supposed to be. And so instead, you go and you grab lighter weights. And then you go home, you're just relaxing, and then at the end of the night, you feel like you deserve a little something because you went to the gym, and then you have a little ice cream. And then fast forward to the next morning, 6 a.m., the alarm clock goes off again, and then you stay in bed a little longer, hit snooze, and then your day starts again and again and again. What happens, though, as a result of that? Well, in your mind, it starts to build and stack bad habits. You may be subject to the bad decisions tomorrow that you decided to make today. And eventually, it leads to disappointment and you feeling like you're not going to be able to accomplish your goals. So what's a way that you can prevent the domino effect from taking hold? Especially when you were so excited at first that you had your goal and that you're going to actually progress towards your goal. What could you do to actually prevent the domino effect from settling in and creating ultimate disappointment for yourself? Well, one of the things that you can do is make yourself accountable. The number one way to break the effect of the domino effect is to make yourself accountable. A couple ways to do that. Number one, you can have an app, there's plenty of them that you can download that can remind you to take a breath. Even my iWatch, it reminds me to take a breath every few minutes, maybe every couple of hours or so. It also reminds me to stand up and walk around. Another way you can do it is by hiring professional accountability. And so many people today in the age of the internet feel like, oh, I can do it myself. I can do it with this app, or I can do it with this website. But the reality is that when you're responsible or accountable to someone who's a professional, who's going to take a look and see how they can help you, it can really help bring you out of whatever effect or spiraling effect that you may have. Another way that you can actually get support to break yourself out of the domino effect is by creating a good support system around you. We all have friends, or I should say most of us have friends. So one of the things that we should do if we have friends is we should create a nice network and support system. Maybe send them a text and say, hey, look, do you want to go to the gym tonight? Maybe it would be good to go and try something that you can try for exercise that you've never done before to challenge yourself. Don't do the same routine every single time, because what happens is you might get bored or stale when it comes to actually your excitement for the workout. And by doing that, by adding those three things, by number one, using technology to help break the domino effect, by using professional help, by companies like mine, Next Level Fitness here in Boston, where coaches can give you some professional accountability. They text you, they look at your food log, they take a look to see if you're on the right track, that you're eating the right way. They hold you accountable for your goals. Or number three, you can build up your own personal support community by way of friends or family members who have similar goals to yours, when you guys can bounce ideas and recipes and gym days and try different ways of exercising together, and by supporting each other to make sure that you're on the right track. Those are three ways that you can break the domino effect cycle. So that's what the domino effect is, and that's how you can kind of build to break a cycle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually start a new feature. I call this Coach's Favorites. And so what you're going to do on a regular basis, maybe once a month, you're going to hear from the coaches that work at Next Level Fitness, my company. And what they're going to show you is they're going to tell you a little bit about some of their favorite things. It could be favorite exercises, could be favorite foods or supplements, or it could be favorite, just who knows, favorite movies, who knows. But today we're going to start with some of your coaches' favorite. So you're going to hear from Coach Jeff and Coach Dave, and they're going to tell you what their favorite lower body exercises are and why. So take a look at their favorites.
Coach Jeff, and I want to let you guys know that my favorite lower body exercise is a Bulgarian split squat. Why? Because they're great for strengthening your single leg, building lower body mass, and also really working on your hip mobility. It is by far one of the best moves in my book, and I'm sure if you've already been to the studio, you've done plenty of them with me.
Hi, this is Coach David, and my favorite lower body exercise is the squat because it targets all the muscles in the lower body and it works the core, and you can also change the stances like doing an overhead squat and a front squat, which allows you to activate more of your core muscles. I hope everyone has a nice day.
Those are some pretty cool favorites, weren't they? Obviously, where Jeff talked about the Bulgarian split squat. And then, of course, Coach Dave talked about the squat in general for lower body exercise. Did you notice the commonality between Coach Jeff and Coach Dave? Well, they both said that their favorite exercises for the lower body is squat. So what does that tell you? That squat is an exercise that you should do on a regular basis. Number one, you don't have to have equipment to be able to do squats. And number two, squats are one of the best exercises for keeping your body in shape. Now in the future, we can talk about different variations of what types of squats you can do. But for now, remember one fundamental fact. In order for you to stay on track with your goals, to move forward, to prevent discouragement, or getting into that domino effect that we talked about earlier, you should create for yourself accountability and a support system. Those two things will go a long way in making your program successful. So thank you for watching today. I appreciate all of you out there who watch these on a regular basis. Make sure you share this if you're on Facebook, or if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit that subscribe button so that you can get more of these videos in the future. And we'll talk to you next time. You can also find us, by the way, at www.facebook.com/nextlevelfitness, or if you want to reach me personally, www.facebook.com/Micah Logan Boston. You'll see it right there at the bottom. Send me a message, and I'll certainly reach out to you just as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching today, and have a great day.